and welcome back. I'm Tintin57 and we are back with Road Maintenance Simulator Part 8. And just went to the office. Wanted to try and get this job, but it hasn't been coming up because some of you guys have told me that this is a pretty decent job. And that is tarring the road. So this job is tarring the road. It's actually the county road. And it says the state of the road surface along one section of the county road is catastrophic. It sounds pretty serious, doesn't it? The area needs to be retarred, so get going. We'll have to go the whole 9 yards this time. Tarring, steamrolling, and new lane markers. Don't forget to cordon off the work area while you're working. Now get to it. Okay, that's good. So it sounds like with this job, some of the stuff we've done so far, marking out the work area, etc, etc, we're going to do that again, but as part of a bigger job. So it's several things together, it looks like. So we need to take the vehicle with the warning system. That's the first thing. So let's jump in. And we need to pick up some materials, of course, because we're going to have to cordon off the work area. There we go. Right, so let's get the tailgate open and we'll start putting everything in. And the first thing we need are the barriers. We've done this before. Let's get 4 of these loaded up. Hope you're enjoying the series, by the way. Let me know what you think of this game. I know some of you guys are picking it up. Each video that goes out, I get plenty of good feedback. So keep that coming, that's nice to see. That's all we need actually, so we can close the tailgate. I'm assuming the other vehicles then are at the actual work site. Let's open the gates, then we can go straight out. I suppose technically we should shut the gate when we leave, but be a bit dangerous on that road, I think. Right, so we're running now. We need to turn right out of the depot. So let's do that. Let's let this guy pass. There we go. Excellent. Right, we're on the way. So whilst we're driving down, I did want to tell you guys that since the last video, I've noticed that the trophies are now syncing with the PlayStation Network. And I'm pleased to say, certainly in the case of the PS5, the PS5 trophy system is actually implemented. So you can see how many % you are through an individual trophy, which is really nice. Oh, there's been a crash there, look at that. There's been a smash in the middle of the road. Not seen that before. Well, let them sort that out. That's for the police. That's a different simulator, I'm sure. So, yeah, going back to the trophies, the good thing is that you can look offline now and just see where you are in the game. So, I was having a look at those last night. Those were fairly interesting. But I'm pleased that even a game as small as this is implementing the new PS5 trophy tracking system, because it really is helpful to know how long you've got to go until you can achieve a certain trophy rather than just leaving it to chance. So let's park here, let's get the handbrake on, and we need to set the correct symbol. That's interesting, it put me back in the cab. There we go. Oh, switch it to X. Place the barriers correctly. Right, so let's jump out. Let's place these barriers. Make everything nice and safe. Because this may be a bigger job than we've done before. The rest of them are... I think there's one right down here. So it looks like we're going to tarmac this whole section. Looks like the guys have been out already. They've scraped off the top section, the top layer of tarmac, ready for us to do our bit. And this is as fast as I can go with this, carrying this. Can't run with this bit of equipment. Interesting how this one is barriers rather than traffic lights, so I'm assuming that means we're closing the whole road to traffic. And we're not even operating a single lane sort of function. So let's grab another one to go there. Yeah, the whole road is closed for this one. Just got one more, which I'm assuming is all the way down here again. So we've already got traffic waiting, so that's good. But yeah, as I said, a couple of you have commented in the comments that this is a good one. And that we get to use a couple of vehicles, so I've been looking forward to this one coming up, and so far, today's the first time this has popped up. So I'm pleased about that. So we will get there eventually and get this last guardrail down. There we go. Right, next thing we need to do is take the vehicle that doesn't have the warning system, which is this one. It's like the same vehicle, just no warning system, so let's jump in. Take the handbrake off, park it in the assigned spot. So it looks like we could be taking this one back to the depot. And bringing something back with us, let's see. I wonder if that crash has cleared up here at this crossroads. No, it doesn't look like it, does it? That's pretty serious. Let's just carry on. At least if all the traffic's stuck there, they don't want to come through the work site where we are. Alright, so we need to get back to the depot, and we've got a couple of jobs we need to do here. The other thing as well is I did notice yesterday was Friday, it was a bank holiday actually in the UK. There was a patch quite late last night, and I'm not sure what was in that patch. I was trying to find some patch notes. It looked like it was just a small thing, but still, it was patched. I think it was about half a gig, something like that. So yeah, I'll try and find out what that is. That could have been the thing that actually brought in the trophies. Maybe that's what it was. Right, so we need to park this in the assigned spot, and you know what? Let me look where that exactly is, because that's where we took the warning system from. What's this objective? Is this where we need to park this one? Yeah, so this one goes in that garage. Good job I checked that, because I was going to put it back where we were before. So let's get this right. And reverse this back in. Okay, that'll do us. So now we need to take the dump truck. So let's just close this door, because we won't be coming back to that one. Right, so we are going back to the work site with this. I'm assuming this has got the tarmac in the back, has it? Can we tell? Oh, it has, yeah. There you go. Excellent. So it looks as if, just looking at the objectives, we're going to line up with that area that's been cleared. And we'll tip the truck and put the new tar or asphalt on there and then steamroll it into place. Then we'll need to mark out the road. We've done that before in a different video. I've done that once before. Clear up the work site, make it safe, and oh, this is interesting, isn't it? Now then, I think to get through here, this accident's obviously causing lots of trouble. Let's just squeeze past this chap. There we go. Traffic's cleared up one side. Hang on a minute. When we passed last time, there was a white saloon in the middle of the road. Now we've got a white van. Some strange things happening around this town. Not to worry. Let's continue. Whilst there's always confusion, we'll get this job done. Now I'm going to have to squeeze past the barriers with this. Unless I can go down the path. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got traffic there. Can probably squeeze through. Easy does it. Easy does it. Watch the barriers. So we're probably going to have to line up in front of the steamroller. Is this the steamroller? No, this is the thing that, this is the machine, isn't it, that actually spreads it evenly. So we're going to have to tip it into this machine. And then go forwards with this machine and just give a very thin layer over the top. So let's just swing this around now. Just make sure we get lined up as square as possible to that. Spin the camera around. Because we want to tip it, we don't want to miss getting it into that vehicle. Right, let me swing this around. Right, so once again we've got our friend, the centering graphic at the bottom, which will tell us when we are right in the middle of where we need to be. So it's not bad just at the moment, just need to swing the front end around, I think, just so we're straight on. And then I hope it turns green. Okay, excellent, look at that. So, if I hold square, this is going to tip our tarmac into the distributed machine, let's call it. It probably does have a, what's it? Oh, the paver. It's called the paver. Okay, we hold that. Park the dump truck in the required area. Okay, let's do that. Handbrake is on, so being as the road is closed, we can park on the pavement, no problem. So let's get this out of the way. Good, handbrake on, let's jump out. So now it's up to us to jump in the paver. I don't know which side is the driver's side actually. The other side. And it looks like we are going to do this ourselves, so we're doing all the jobs. Do we climb up at the back? Yes. Excellent. Right. Now I don't know how tricky this is going to be. You can see the tarmac is steaming there at the front. That's a nice nice little effect. So we need to activate the vehicle attachment by holding square. Activate the stop signal light. I didn't actually see what that did. Oh, is it the two X's on the side? Anyway, right, let's tour this section of road. Go back into there, we'll take the handbrake off. Now, I'm assuming it's going to give us that graphic again, so that we're staying centre. And we're staying lined up. So let's have a look. We'll just go very slowly, I think. Now, I don't think we'll need to move left or right, will we? It's saying we're a little bit to the left there, so let's just take it slow. Oh, see, yeah, you can actually move it. You can actually move it with a very small movement. You can go to one side or the other. So once you find the sweet spot, I think you're alright. So it's asking me to go to the left a little bit. It doesn't seem like I'm in the centre there, really. Okay, yeah, it's really got to go this way. That's what I thought we'd just go straight over everything, but actually it's asking us to... Yeah, okay. Give sufficient clearance. Are we zigzagging? Is that what we're doing? We must be zigzagging. Rather than doing it straight, we must be zigzagging along. So, yeah, it wants me to... Right, okay. It doesn't just want me to drive left and right, it wants me to actually turn the vehicle as well. Which is... seems a bit bizarre. Let's turn again and see what it does. Oh, okay, right, so that's the first section done. And now it wants me to... What does it want me to do this time? I need to get the green done first. I need to turn that... Right, now we're back in the middle again. So let's start. And then we need to spin it slightly sideways. This is an odd way to tarmac the road, if I'm being honest. I would never have expected us needing to do this. That might be how these things work. I had a vision of them just laying it straight down in a straight line. Maybe not. Okay, that's the second section done. Okay, looks like it's done to me, but you can see there at the top, tour the road section 0 out of 5. So it's kind of saying I haven't done any yet. Or is it just resetting each time? Because I'm not doing it correctly. Let's see. This time I'm going straight and it's not asking me to go left and right. Was I just not in the correct position? Maybe that was it. I'm going slow though. Concentration right now. Oh, so there you go. We've done one section out of 5. So I was just doing that wrong. That wasn't very intuitive because I didn't know what it was asking me to actually do. So I'm supposed to have the machine lined up, I assume, with this strip, this black strip that you can see. So let me just turn the front and let's get going again, see if we can get this tied up. No wonder you guys told me this was an interesting mission. Now then, do I need to go backwards. Would that count if I go backwards? Or does that reset me? Pay attention to giving sufficient clearance. So what am I giving clearance to? So that, if I turn that way, that puts me in the centre. But if I go forward, that's not going to tarmac the side, is it? That's what's confusing me. Right, so it's reset me again, look. It's reset me to 0 out of 5. So let me line up first the side of this machine to be next to the black line. Now I think I'm straight there. So let's turn this green. Is it because I'm not... Is it because I am not... Oh, there you go. Maybe I should have zipped through like that. So that... Oh. Do I need to do it again? Well, it says deactivate the signal lights. Deactivate the attachment. So I think the mistake that I made was... I was meant to do that without stopping. And I was being more careful than that. And therefore it kept failing me. So that's a strange one there. So I've not seen that done before. And now I need to park this vehicle over on this side. So we got there in the end, but that wasn't... It wasn't clear what you needed to do. So if you're playing this and you get to that, and you need some help, there you go. You will get there in the end. So there we are, we can park this. Let's get the handbrake on, we don't want that rolling away. We'll jump out. Now we need to take the roller. You see, that's confusing because I've put down the tarmac already, but it looks as if it just looks like it did before we did the tarmacking. Confused me a little bit. Anyway, let's carry on. So this is our roller, and I've got a trophy there called vehicle, so I'm assuming that's because it's the first time I've used the roller before. So steamroll the asphalt. So I'm assuming, oh wow, yeah, of course the steering's odd. It's backwards to what you would expect. So if we need to steamroll it, I'm going to assume it is like tarmacking it. We need to do this in one big sweep, rather than me being slow about it. But we'll find out. So let's get it nicely lined up. That looks pretty good to me. So, yeah, that looks good. So 2 out of 43, 4, 5, yeah, so this is doing it. Am I going at the marked area? No, it looks good. So it's done half. Is it now asking us to go backwards? Let's look outside. Yes, so we've got... Do we go back again? Let's have a look. Can we do it from this side, or do we need to go to the top end? Let's go to the top end, because there is an arrow still. It just depends. Which bit have I done Which bit have I not done? Have I done the yellow? Let's find out. I'm assuming the yellow part is what I've done. Let's see. Yeah, so... Right, that's done nothing now. Let's go back. We're still on 20 as 40. So, do we first need to get in the centre here? Because I think what I'm doing, I'm looking at the area in front of us, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, we need to run down one side, then we need to go down the other side. But actually, in the game, is it asking us to do that? Does it just need us to go down the middle, and it takes care of it for us? Let's see. Let me park on this. Let's see what happens now. Maybe I need to be aligned a bit better. Ah, I see. The yellow is disappearing. Do you see the yellow disappear just then? So let's just go this way then. In that case, see if we can get rid of this yellow section. Right, so now the number's crawling up again. So it's the yellow section that you need to roll. So a 30 has 40. Excellent. So that's that done. Let's deactivate that. And then we need to park the roller in the marked area. So I'm assuming we've only got one marked area, which is behind us. Let's just swing it round. So is it asking us to go over it again? Oh, it's asking us actually to park it there, isn't it? That's the parking area. Jump out of there. Right, drive the lane marker machine to the starting point. So we've used this before as well. It's just confusing how the tarmacked area actually, when you look, hasn't been tarmacked. That's what it appears like. Right, let's try and remember what we did last time with this. We need the circle. Let's get this to the correct setting. Paint the lane markers. Okay, so do we need to... Pay attention to sufficient clearance. Right, so that just threw us to one side. Let's get back to this section. Let's just see what happens. Let me get exactly central to this. That's the first one. Now let me straighten up now that I've got the circle near the middle. I've got 5 of these to do. That's 2. Need to be a little bit more over to the left. Easy does it. Just one more. Right, deactivate the vehicle attachment. And then we can park it over here in this area. Get all the machines out of the way. Nice and neat. So, we're going to need to load the barriers now. So we'll take one of these with us. We'll leave that one there because that's holding the traffic. We don't want to open the road just yet. This doesn't look like a good job though, does it? I'm not convinced. I wonder if that's a graphical error. Because it's asking me to load barriers, but then again, I still don't understand what this marker's for. Was I meant to do something else? It's let me continue. Whatever's happened, it's let me continue. Let's get that in there. And we'll take this one. Then we'll take that. Right, we've got one more to get. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to do there, but there's definitely a marker on the road there at the start of the job. Sounds like that traffic is moving now. Let's just get out of the way. I would have expected this to fill with tarmac. Let's find out what happens. Got that last one on board. We can close the tailgate. And then we need to switch this off. And we need to go back to the service yard. So let's do that. Let's just try going across this new tarmac that isn't tarmac. What does that do when I park on it? Nothing. So I don't know if there's a visual glitch there, or I did something wrong, or not quite sure. And if you guys have done this job, let me know down below. We've still got problems at this junction though. Now let's see if it's still a van that's crashed. It is. So at least that's consistent now. Don't want to hit that delineator. So that'll be another job we need to do. So we're going to need to go back, unload these barriers. And I'm wondering if that is the job done. Let's turn in before this red one. So the barriers just go here. Two more. So all we have to do is park up, and that should be the job done, I think. So that's a strange one, isn't it? We did the necessary, however, it didn't quite look right on the road. And I've not seen that job done before anywhere else by anybody else, so I don't know if that is expected or not. Let's see if we get the trophy for completing the job. You won't be able to see it, but I'll be able to see if it pops up. So let's put the handbrake on. And we certainly did. So for all intents and purposes, that job is complete, even though it looked terrible. Maybe it knows I'm a beginner. Maybe that's why it looked terrible. Anyway, regardless of that, that is the county road, all tarred. We used quite a few vehicles there, and we mixed up a couple of jobs. We got to the road marking again, which we did in one of the earlier episodes. And yeah, you can see down there in the shed all the vehicles are out at the moment, so I'm assuming by the next time we do a job, those vehicles will be returned by the invisible AI. But it's still good fun. Didn't work out quite as I thought it would do, but you were right in the comments. That was an interesting job, and I quite enjoyed that one. In fact, that's probably the longest job we've done so far. And that was part 8. I'll be back with part 9 quite soon. Keep your eye on the channel for the other games we're playing currently right now. And thank you for liking the videos. Thanks for the comments. Definitely thanks for the subscribers. I think I'm at 550. There's been some good growth there, so thank you for that. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.